Alright, welcome back all of you YouTube people. Last video we came all the way here to the Lost Tower and we're kind of thinking over what team members we wanted to have. So today what we were going to do is we were going to go and hunt down a Rhyhorn. So we're going to go to the underground. And we are going to be looking for Rocky Cave, Sandseer Cave, or what was the other one? Spacious Cave or Sunlit Cavern. Ultimately, anywhere that's kind of a groundish location. So let's go check over here. This is volcanic. Can't remember if there are any items here or not. Doesn't look like there are. We could go with an onyx. I'm gonna pass. Ah, we got one though. Ooh, level 29. This could be some good experience, so I think I'm going to switch to Prinplep. Screech is fine. We'll go with Bubble Beam. Heavy Slam. Oh, that's an egg move. Man, I should have cut my Onyx down here in my Diamond playthrough. Been running a Steelix that doesn't know any steel moves. Or ground moves for that matter. Of course, I guess at the time that I got my Onyx, I also didn't know that egg moves were a thing down here. Don't need those. Okay. I do want to check the place up to the north, but I want to see what this one is while I'm here. Spacious Cavern. It could be a Rhyhorn. I think it's probably rare. Yeah, I'm not seeing one down here. Okay, so we'll run up north, see what we can find there. Another Spacious Cavern. Got another Houndoom. A Psyduck. Go back here. Pachirisu. Some Machop. Nothing so far. Let's go see what's over this way. Volcanic. It's Onyx. Other Houndoom. Wow, Houndoom's a whole lot more common down here than I thought it would be. Oh well. We'll just head back and keep trying for that Rhyhorn. There's a Lickitung. It's not really a ground type though. Oh. Absol would be a cool one. Although we're already running Houndoom is our dark. Okay, nothing of interest so far. Got a Zubat. Kricketot. Bidoof. Yeah, nothing here. Badoo. Chop. Zubat, Geodude. Neary. No dice there. Another Pachirisu. Geodude wants to be my friend. Pretty sure you can get one here. Starting to second guess myself. Ooh. Swablu. Well, we've already got Poison Flying. We're working on that, so I'm not gonna worry about Swablu. What we need is that Rhyhorn. I'm trying to remember where I found it in my Diamond playthrough. I thought it was in one of these caverns. Some Machop. Alright, you know what? I'm actually just gonna double check. Some of these websites are less than helpful. So we can find it in the Grand Underground for sure. It's just a matter of if we're in the right spots. So we're looking spacious caverns. Okay, yeah, we definitely can get a Rhyhorn. It's just a 19% encounter. So we'll just have to keep trying until we find it. It'll basically take the spot of the That Lickitung that we keep running into. It's a Shinx. It says you can get them as... There it is. Awesome. Hopefully it's got some decent moves. Would love to see any rock or ground move on it, but... Ooh, 27. That's even better. I think Metal Claw is probably going to be our best bet. At least of weakening it without killing it. Scary Face, okay. And so far not a fantastic moveset. Scary Face. Nice. Do a couple of those. Stomp. Okay. So we got some decent usable moves thus far. I haven't seen the egg move on it yet. More Scary Face. Ooh, that was close. But we're right in the... that perfect zone. Yeah, I figured it wasn't gonna work. Horn attack. Not a bad one. I guess I only have Pokeballs. Hopefully one of these work. Nice. Okay. So we got a decent ground rock type. Let's see what we got. Serious nature. No recoil damage. Okay. Fire Fang. Wow. Wasn't expecting that one. I am totally fine with that though. Because we have... yeah, we're a physical attacker. Also, target the flinch or leave it with the burn. Scary Face, Fire Fang. Yeah, I'll take it. Definitely want to get some rock and ground moves on it, but I think that's perfect. And that'll be super helpful against when we get some rock and ground moves against electric types and flying. So I don't know what our last slot's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to keep this egg, but we'll go ahead and rock the Pokemon we've got. Ha! Rock. Ha 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 ha. Knee slapper. I love it. Okay. I think we're alright to go ahead and... well, I think we're really close to the next city, so we should probably go up and get some Pokeballs and heal up. Yeah. Okay, so we probably want to take out the Machop first. Because if it's got anything to take it down, or any fighting moves against my Houndoom, that's really gonna hurt. So let's do this. Then bite. Okay, so the only one that's gonna be able to hurt is Machop. Yeah. I knew that one was gonna hurt. Okay. Let's go with Smog and Poison Fang. Badly poisoned. Nice. Okay. Oh, we got a critical, that's why. Nice. You know, if we've got the amulet coin, we might as well just give it to Houndoom. Make money while we're doing our thing. I don't like these notifications. So I'm gonna quickly clear all of these out. There. Ooh, and berries. Person. Nanab. Oop. Meant to put a Nanab there. Oh well. Pinap works too. Okay. Go buy some Pokeballs. Oop. No. I only want 5 or so. Don't want a ton of these specialty. That's really annoying. Stop it, controller. Probably want some super potions. No, I'm low on antidotes. And I think that's good. Okay. Go heal up my Pokemon. Then we'll head back into the Lost Tower. I also want to check my TMs and see if I've got any rock or ground moves I can throw over to Rhyhorn. Rock Tomb. Okay, so Stealth Rock, probably not. Rock Tomb. Yeah, let's teach Rock Tomb. It's a Scary Face, so we don't need that. Do we know any ground moves? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well at least we got a rock type move. So we can use it against birds. You know what, and since we got a brand new Pokemon, let's go ahead and let him walk around with us. I think there's some double battles in here. Just want to see who I've got. Yeah. Works for me. I don't think either of these are really going to be all that effective, but we're higher level. Yes. Shellos. We'll just go with Lexia. We'll do the easy one. There we go. 25 on Houndoom. Cricketoon. Let's go ahead and send out Rhyhorn and see how we do. Give him a chance to shine. Fire Fang it. Nice. Veilstone. I don't remember what the Veilstone does, if that's a held item. Certain species of Pokemon evolve. I don't know which Pokemon evolve with that one. But we can find out. Oh. I thought Happiny was a friendship evolution. Huh. Maybe we might run a Blissey. Oh, Chansey to Blissey's the friendship evolution. G'dur. So the Veilstone will evolve the Happiny that we get once it hatches. And then once we have high enough friendship, it'll evolve into a Blissey. I don't know, I mean, maybe it'd be worth it. Oh, I think there was an item down there. Oh no, it's just an alternate path. Oh my goodness. I might just use the D-pad. %70 accuracy. Gotta love it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to keep Smog very long on Houndoom. I think we're only keeping it mostly for type coverage right now. Okay. Pichu. This might have static. Oh. Didn't mean that. Still strong enough. Oh, critical. That's why. Yeah, we'll just go with bite. Pichu. We'll bite it. Bonsley. Honestly, not the best for us to be up against. I think 2 of those will do. Ponyton Weasel. Probably want to take Weasel down first. There. That way we don't get hit by any water moves. Yeah, we'll just go with bite. And poison thing. Ghastly. Low sweep. Can I get? No, I can't. There we go. gonna be good against Mischievous. Probably just Poison Fang on Murkrow. Good enough. There we go. Critical even. Yeah, Houndoom is really rocking it today. It's at the top of the tower. Ah, so we got strength. Okay. Glad we came up here. And a cleanse tag. Yeah, I think it's like a kind of a repel effect. Cool. Glad we got strength. We'll eventually be taking advantage of that. Once I get the right gym badge. Okay. This joystick. Okay. So we completed the tower. Oh, hey guys. Oh, and I think we got EV back. Well, welcome to the stream. Howdy, trainer. Thanks. All right. Well, we're all healed up, so let's just go ahead and continue on. We'll go get berries. You are absolutely correct. There's a Rhyhorn now. I got thinking about what Pokemon would be great to add to the team, and I noticed that we had a weakness, or not really weakness, but flying types and electric types were ones that we were struggling with. So we headed down to the underground and found ourselves a Rhyhorn, which I think is eventually going to be good. Right now, it doesn't know any ground moves, so. Don't have anything good against electric per se, but we taught it. What do we teach it? Rock Tomb, I think. I'll have to check it out. But it came with Fire Fang, so ironically enough, it's kind of our fire type, even though we've got a Rhydon or a Houndoom. But it's also nice because if we ever have like a grass type come up against us, we'll be able to take it down pretty easily. And we'll go with Bite. It was also a really good level too. We'll just Smog. There we go. Interesting. That's really good to know. I have a feeling it's probably an internet thing. I think I mentioned it before. I living in a shared building, so I really have no say over how the internet goes. I might just have to pick my times a day a little more particular. Just checking to see if I have any frame rate issues. Yeah, Streamlabs is showing me that I'm right in the green zone for everything, so I have a feeling it's probably an internet issue. Totally appreciate the feedback, though. That's one of the things that, on my end, I don't really get to see, so... Sometimes it's helpful when Banjo's on, because she can point out when things are having issues. Speaking of, she should be getting home from work any minute now, so I'll probably continue to play through for just a little bit. And then may take a break and see if coming back at a different time of day helps with the frame rate issues. I guess there's one other thing that it could potentially be. I know I'm streaming... Exactly. I'm streaming with using a wireless adapter. It's a pretty high-end wireless adapter for my computer. But our particular location might be having an issue. I wonder if it might be time for us to see if we can get some actual wired connection, if that'll fix that at all. Psyduck, definitely do want to switch to Lexio. I'm also curious, when Banjo was showing me the frame rate issues, she mentioned that the audio was completely smooth, but that the video was what was lagging. Is that still the case? Trafrig. I think we'll go back to Houndoom. Okay. Well, I will definitely have to play around with that. So yeah, we'll keep playing probably through the rest of this route, and then I'll take a little bit of a break. Go touch base with Banjo, see how she's doing when she gets home from work, and then I'll play around with the settings to see if I can figure out what's going on with that. Beat up. This could be a good one. Cool. Well, at least we have that, so if worse comes to worse, there's always the option to just go back and rewatch. Now I'm starting to wonder if so I'm recording videos through Streamlabs at the same time that I'm streaming. I wonder if that might be affecting it. But at the same time, I'm also wondering if the video lockups are happening with the Twitch recordings as well. Got a lot of questions. Yeah, we'll just keep walking. Oh, that was... For a second I thought it was a shiny because the screen I'm playing the games on and the screen with the recording stuff, this one was slightly redder. That would have been cool. I think with the playthroughs, if I do come across a random shiny, I would probably just make that part of the team regardless of what it was. Poke Radar. Not 100% sure how that works. I'm assuming that's one of the Poketch apps. Okay, I know I've played through Diamond in Gen 4. That was a while back, and I really didn't fully dig into all of the features of the game. One thing I did also find out is with the underground, when you go around and get all of the little Diglett things and get your little, little tracker all the way up to 40 in the underground, apparently during that period of time when it's the something good will happen in the underground, it increases your shiny chances. Supposedly. I haven't actually tested it, but... Wow, everything is not very effective. I guess I'll just Poison Fang it. Nice. Getting a flinch there. Okay, so still not super common, but... decent chances. I might have to do a shiny hunt stream one of these days. Oh hey Cash, didn't even notice you were here. In 99. That's actually incredibly good. Looks like we got a ninja. 1 in 99. That sounds like a Pokemon Go community day odds. Okay, so another thing, I was watching a video of someone who did a complete Pokedex thing. Once they filled it out, they went and talked to the game directors in the resort town. I can't remember what it's called, but they got something called a catching charm. I've been meaning to look that up. Do you know what that is? Because I know in the Let's Go games, you were able to get a bunch of charm items that increased your shiny odds. Happiny. I don't know if I've got any fighting moves. I'll just stay in with Houndoom. Okay. I might have to do a little bit of research about the, if you fan a Pokemon, you have 17% chance. Oh, we're learning a flying move, finally. I'm gonna get rid of Astonish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the Pokeradar mechanics. Clefairy, we'll just stay in. Oh, that makes sense. Critical capture. Which I guess having that, and you know, if you are doing shiny hunting, you know, that increased chance of critical captures just speeds things up for you, so. Okay. Speaking of the Let's Go games, I'm thinking a little further into the future once I finish the playthrough of Pearl and what I want to do. What I think I want to do after Shining Pearl is take a little bit of a break. I've done 3 Pokemon games in a row. I'm thinking I might do a Mario 64 run, because I was unfortunately a kiddo that never got to have a 64 in my home. So I've never actually played it. But I think I'll do that. But I'm thinking after that one I might do a playthrough of Let's Go Eevee, probably. I've done the Pikachu one, but haven't played the Eevee one. And you've also been showing up in my videos and chat so much that I thought it would be kind of a neat little homage. Oh, I thought critical captures were guaranteed. I didn't know they could break out of them. Cool. Always forget where my buttons are for this. There we go. Yeah, kind of think that those 2 games will definitely take me into 2022 for sure. And then I have no idea past that. I might go back and do something retro. Banjo and I were also talking. We got a copy of Mario Kart Double Dash a while back, and we might potentially do some co-op streaming with Double Dash. See if we can get her on stream. She's just a smidge camera shy, but I think it'd be fun. Yeah, just thinking of what I want to do to keep myself going. I've very much enjoyed getting up in the morning and streaming right before work. So, want to keep it going as long as I can. Neat little hobby to have. Also want to work on building up the yeah, definitely agree, Cash. I also am very much not a morning person. I'm usually dragging quite a bit. Banjo's job that she got requires her to get up very early in the morning, so I've been trying to support her in that. Yes, I do have a bot named after me. I've been working on getting it set up so that it can help with some of the, you know, be the bot for the channel. I have some commands set up, like, let's see if this one works. Haha! And let's Let's see if this one works. Or is it commands? There we go. So far those are the ones that I've got set up. The URLs for my social media ones are not working properly at the moment. So I want to fix those. Like this one, it's blocking out the actual URL. I thought that was another issue, but huzzah! That one works too. Fury attack. I think I'm gonna skip on that one. We'll go ahead and stay in. That I thought I did that. Oh, you know what? You're right, it's showing his user. That. That's interesting. Okay, let's try. Ah, there it is. Evie, you are amazing. That was the missing ingredient. Because I was able to cut and copy the URL in earlier, but I could not figure out why it was blocking that out. That was the answer. It wasn't a mod. Cool. Well, I've got those set up. I'm also working on trying to get some of the point things working as well. Yeah, cool. So I've been playing around with those. Definitely a little bit of a learning curve to getting it set up. Woohoo! Evie's the best friend! Now I just need to get like a point shop set up. Yes. Again, that's why I've got this one. Ooh. Oh, and I also have a... this one? Yeah! So we've got lurk and unlurk. That guy doesn't fight. What about you? Oh yeah, this is Roost. Fought them. Fought her. Oh yeah, this is the double battle restaurant. We'll heal the paralysis off that. Since we've got a whole bunch of them. But I think hit point wise we're fine. This isn't the double battle restaurant that I thought. I think that one's at the resort town. Nonetheless. I'll try beat up. Oh, no, I don't think my egg counts towards that. Yeah. I still think bite's more effective. Actually, no, it's not. But we were doing really good at avoiding. We will switch for pseudo-auto. Yeah, we'll just do print plep. Cool. Go. Yeah, we'll just use bite. I think we do neutral damage because it's part fairy but also part psychic. Yeah. Encore's fine. I can handle that one. Cool. Yeah, we're probably going to want to run back and heal up at some point. Running very low on power points for bite. I think she fights too? Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to go with Smog. Cool. don't think... Yeah, I don't think he's a fighter. Yeah. We'll buy some Moo milk. I think the healing points you get compared to the cost, I think it's significantly cheaper than the potions. Okay, so we got another big route. I am gonna go ahead and run back. Heal up real quick, just so we've got power points for Houndoom. Okay. I think we're set to go. I also want to check my held items and see if there's anything that I have that can be beneficial to the Pokemon I'm using. Oh, I think that's it. 100 hit points. Whoa. Come on, controller. 60. Yeah, so Moo Milk's definitely the way to go with healing items. Oops. No. That's on that. There we go. Bronzor. Definitely a good one for Houndoom. Nice. Shield on. Yeah, we'll go with Prinplup. Sturdy? Yeah, sturdy. That's annoying. And we'll just pound it. Cool. Thanks, Cash. Running around to Ether. Got that. Payback. Is that a fighting move? Can't remember if that's fighting or dark. Ah. I think I'm going to stay with movesets that I've got, but I might put that on Houndoom. Yeah. Because we have Beat Up, and Beat Up's cool, but it's kind of weak. Unless we have a full party, and even then it's just a time-consuming attack. But on the flip side, we're also fast enough that I don't know if it's really going to let us attack second, so I don't know if we're going to get the full benefit out of it. This one's not a good matchup. We'll go over to Golbat. Because we finally have a flying attack. Nice. 3 damage. Air cutter. Yeah, I think reversal's the move that I was thinking was the fighting type. I'm hoping so. I don't know what our friendship level is on this guy. I know there's the dude on the beach a little further in the game that kind of gives you a hint as to what your friendship level is, but... Yep, going for the Crobat. And then, I don't know what I'm going to... this is the Happiny egg, so once it evolves, we'll probably put it in the box. I don't know if we're going to run with a Blissey, but I don't know who I'm going to put in this last slot. We could do a Psychic, a Ghost, an Electric type, but still open to that final slot for the team. And I kind of want something that's not an overused Pokemon. Because I know Gen 4 has a tendency for everybody to kind of use the same core Pokemon. Luxio, Staraptor, Garchomp, etc. I guess we could run Snover or Obama Snow once we make it to that point. Like Grass Ice. That's both of those types we don't have. But again, I am open to suggestions, so... we'll go with Aleppo. I can't remember what was originally there. I want that Pokeball. Go ahead and bite this one. One shot? Oh, so close. We'll just do beat up. Chop. We'll go with Golbat. I also think after this one I'll want to reorder the moves on Golbat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stay in, though if it's got confusion, that could hurt. Yeah. Put Air Cutter up front, then Poison Fang. Yeah, I think I like that. Do I want to switch the order? That's an egg. Okay, yeah, I think all my Pokemon are good now. item. This plate. Cool. You know, someday when we get Arceus in the game. Another item. Can never have too many of those. Yeah, I think it was this way we were going. Yeah. So I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen Banjo make it home yet. She's usually off like an hour ago. She must have stayed after to help with everything that goes on at work. Poison? No poison? Nice. I'll switch. Not really set up on a Houndoom to take on fighting types. This path seems to have a lot of them. Oh, it's so nice having a flying move on that Golbat. Yeah, we'll just stay in. Is this person? No, they just like running. I'll come through here. Shockwave. Ooh, we're teaching that to Luxio. Oh, that's full switch. 60 power never misses. Oh, whoops. Shockwave. So Spark. Oh! Spark is stronger. It's also physical. Special attack. Maybe I don't want this on that. Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I thought that was much stronger. Full switch. That one does more damage, but would also switch Pokemon. I think I'm just gonna stick with what I got. I want that. Cool. Double battle. Inferno's part fighting? Maybe that's just Infernape. Regardless, I think I'm gonna gang up on that one. Get him out of the way first. Ouch. Poison? Yeah. Oh, so close. So close. I'm gonna go ahead and use a healing item. On Houndoom. And... oh, Air Cutter does both. Sweet. Let's do that. This might be the level we get a Crobat. Ooh, that's not good to see. I really don't want to get hit by... Skullbat more of a physical or special? Definitely physical. Okay. Probably Poison Fang. Not gonna be enough. That's what I was worried about. Dang. Well, down goes Houndoom. We'll just go Luxio. Fight's basically over at this point anyway. Oops. There we go. On the Gyarados, and then you finish off both of them. Oh, that would have been a good one for... words are hard. Houndoom. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Cool. Oh, 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 yeah! Crobat. Nice. Cross poison? Heck yes. Probably will get rid of Absorb. Slashing poison. Critical hits land more regularly. Yeah, I see no reason to keep Absorb. Awesome. Cool. Well, you get to be fancy. You get to follow us around now. Some Mago berries. Alright, we made it to Veilstone. Alright, so we're gonna heal up. And then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for a bit, go and get some dinner going for me and Banjo. I might get on a little bit later today, but if nothing else, I am not working tomorrow, and Banjo is, so I will be up in the morning doing quite a bit of streaming, and it won't be limited to that regular hour that I have. I'll get to go for as long as it takes for Banjo to finish up work. And then we're going to be heading out of town this weekend, so I'll probably be putting streaming on pause for a bit. Nice. Well, if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, Evie, feel free to check out the stream. I'll be going as long as I can. So, though it does look like I've got an errand I might have to run for my mother-in-law, because we're heading up their way, and she needs me to pick something up while I'm down the area that I live. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and hop off now. Might be back a little bit later this evening, but if not this evening, then for sure tomorrow morning, so long as the internet cooperates with me. But until then, I will catch you guys later.